Welcome in Advice Pod. My name is Kyle. This is Raysean. This is our friend Noah.
Yo, what is good?
Hello.
Hi.
We're going to be doing an Am I the Asshole today?
Yes.
Am I the asshole for not paying my sister's tuition anymore?
Make sure to like the video.
Thank you, Raysean. I, 24, have siblings, 4-year-old female, 13-year-old female, and a 19-year-old female. And they have lived with me for 5 years. And our mother is not mentally there. I didn't even know of my youngest sister's existence until she was 2. And a family member expressed concern for her. That is just to give you an idea of how unstable my mom is. All right, guys, promising premise. My 19-year-old sister, let's call her Emmy, went to college in the fall. Financial aid had covered a really heavy fee, and it was left to me to cover about $6,000 after it, which didn't seem too bad considering how much university is without it. And I also agreed to give her $50 a month to sustain herself. I agreed to pay that money for my sister because at the time, I really didn't want her taking out any loans. I didn't get the opportunity to go to college. I had been working since I was pretty young, and I had my siblings, so there was no way I could juggle a job that would sustain us and college. Now my sister called me a few days ago and asked for $100 to go out with her friend. I said, I don't have it. She got upset and said that the money I gave her was only enough for her sanitary supplies, and she could barely eat out. She has a meal plan and a dorm. I told her for the 5th time to get a job. Guess what she told me after that? She told me I wanted to ruin her college experience because I am uneducated and didn't get the chance to go to college. So I am placing my anger on her because I am jealous of her. Wow. We even argued for a hot minute. She even asked me what I was spending my money on, and I asked her if she knew how much it was to maintain our youngest sister. She said she was in school half the day. My younger sister is in daycare. Public school is free. Daycare is not. I need to work, and in order for me to work, I have to pay an outrageous amount to leave her in a daycare. Now, Emmy is somehow unaware of this and is acting like taking care of 3 of them is a financially easy task. Mind you, this is not the first time she is being selfish. I asked her to apply to be an RA so she could get free housing, but she didn't even attempt to apply. If she got rejected, I wouldn't be upset, but she did not even turn in an application. After arguing with her that what she said was selfish, I gave in and agreed with her. I told her I was so jealous that I was not going to pay for tuition ever again. And when she comes home, she can get a summer job to maintain herself or take out a loan. I don't know why I am working myself thin and exhausting myself for someone who doesn't even appreciate it. I told her I wasn't joking and was dead serious and hung up. She sent me some apologies after. Am I being an asshole and cutting her off? She will always have a place in my home. I am not leaving her homeless. Or is she just a teenager and being childish? P.S. I understand that me taking in my sibling was my choice, but it wouldn't hurt to receive some thanks for the amount of work that I do for them.
Can I want
Do it, man.
You're not the asshole at all. I'm kind of glad you jumped to that, like, oh, if I'm so jealous about it, then you know what? You go ahead and pay for it your way, because that's the only way I can fucking see it. Because at this point, you might as well go find your real mom and daddy and ask them to pay for the shit. Because there's no reason why I'm sitting here fucking working myself to the bone, and then you're gonna call me on some bullshit like that? Oh man, she lucky I didn't go to the school and whoop her ass myself. Take all that shit back. I'm sending you $50 a week. What is it, a month? And you saying all that a month? You saying that's buying your hygiene, your products? Okay, that you should be lucky, because my mom wasn't sending me money. I had to low key get a job when I was in college. So the fact that you're not seeing that and being like, damn, I still need to get some more money, let me do something about that, that just shows that you're still childish in that mindset. And the fact that I don't know what you expect her to do, because I mean, she might low key, she's not that much older than you. And you got to think about that. And then the fact that she's taking care of you, probably your other siblings, and then you're expecting her to be able to still send you some money. And then you're gonna ask me, how are you spending my own cash? Like, how are you spending your own? I would have that right there. I would have been like, I'm about to come there and show you real quick. I'll be there in about tomorrow. Have your ass ready, because we gonna really discuss these fucking finances, because this some bullshit. You gonna fucking talk to me like that? They ain't got the nerve to say, I'm sorry. I apologize. Fuck you, bitch. That's exactly what I would have sent her back. Don't even come home for summer. You might as well stay there because you don't got no home here. No home.
I'll be there in about tomorrow. That was the funniest thing. You were so Noah.
Yeah, honestly, what he said. Because at some point, I try to imagine myself. I'm in college right now. Just draining resources from my parents and stuff. And
yeah,
so,
you pretty much are this girl. Do you have a job, Noah? Noah, you're what? 22. Go to the University of Texas. Right?
Yeah, but I'm applying. I already have an interview on Wednesday for a job, actually.
Oh, so awfully convenient timing considering what I just accused you of not having.
Well, at least he's applying. The other bitch ain't even applying.
Plus, Noah does like a lot of political work, like for free, pretty much. So
I do.
Yeah,
I do.
It's not like he's just being a piece of shit jerking off in between classes.
I try to save my time for that too, but I try to make sure
you allot the appropriate amount of time. I understand.
I know. So I tried to imagine myself if I was this girl, just straight up just being like, telling my older sister, hey, do you have $100 for me to go out to eat? And she's like, no, I don't have that money. And then I go, you are ruining my fucking life.
Yeah. Yeah, this girl is really, really ballsy. Like, she knows that she gets this $50 a month from her sister. She knows that they were very intentional about the dorm and the meal plan. She's like, oh, my sister gives me $50 a month. She can surely give me $100 to go out with my friend for today. No problem, right? And then when she doesn't get it, she automatically tries to like play the fucking guilt card. Like, what are you doing, man? Like, you know your sister already. You know your sister. You know your sister already feels guilty to the point about like your general life circumstances that she's let you live with her for the last 5 years because she knows your mom's not there. In like a mental way, and the mom shouldn't be responsible for children for whatever reason. I wish we knew a little bit more about that, but I guess it's not totally important for this situation. But like, your sister, your older sister who took you in 5 years ago is like a very generous person, it seems, at least on the surface. Why are you trying to take advantage of that generosity?
I think another reason she's cutting off her little sister is because I hope she made it clear that she's not leaving her homeless, that she's still like available to live there. But like, two, I think it's also because paying the tuition of $6,000 is too much for her now. Like, it's a lot. Like, she could probably still do it, but she probably doesn't. She probably is like, it's probably draining her a lot more than she's letting on. And at some point, it's if her little sister's going to be childish on top of that, she's not going to do it. And I don't know, personally, I would have, if someone was being that childish to me and then gave me a sincere apology to tell me why they know what they did was wrong and why they won't do it, then I'll pay for their college again. And if they fuck up again, I'm genuinely just not going to do that because I'm not their parent. And my situation is so bad already. I don't want to have to pay for someone else's college if they're going to be mean.
We'll have to talk about it like half and half. You're going to really have to start pitting up your whole weight. You have to start pitting your weight up because it's like you're not understanding. And then whatever you got to this mindset that I guess you feel like money just grow on trees. Like I'm just supposed to send it to you. You're not realizing it. So we need that figured out. The apology, I don't know. It'll probably take me a while because sometimes I hold grudges. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't take the apology back the same day. It'll have to at least be a while because it's like you just saying sorry because you know I'm mad. You know you shouldn't have said what you said. So it'd probably be a while. She probably would have. I wouldn't say she'd be homeless, but she'd be living somewhere else.
Yeah, I think this woman really like shot herself in the foot by being like, however she views loans and student loan debt. And I get it. It's a fucking racket. It's a bunch of bullshit. For that $6,000 loan, her sister will probably have to pay like $20,000 back when you factor in all the interest payments and stuff. But the sister should have been like, hey man, I've done what I could for you. I didn't have to let you live here for the last 5 years. Now that you're in college, I can co-sign a loan for you maybe, but like I can't give $6,000 each year that you're going to go to school. I tried it once and it's literally ruining my life. Like, I'm sorry. I can't take out a loan. Seriously, the this woman's not an asshole by any stretch of the imagination by how she reacted, what she said, and how she feels. But also, lady, you kind of dug your own grave on this one. You probably knew the girl well enough to know that she's kind of a selfish little asshole sometimes. And then you just gave the selfish little asshole all the things that she wanted and allowed her to not go work a job. Kind of shot yourself in the foot a little bit, OP. But, you know, we all
It's
do
hard
that
when
sometimes.
it's a sibling. When it's family, it's kind of hard. I get you that.
I guess it's one of these things where I'm glad we have Reddit so she can know that she's not an asshole.
Yeah,
Yes,
well,
you're definitely not an asshole. You should figure out the best route for that. I mean, if you do bring her back in and everything, I think you should make her at least take more responsibility and have her start either paying for her own school or look at loans and figure out what that's about. Maybe I need to do a Parent Plus loan, get her mom and dad to sign off some shit like that. Because at the end of the day, you are her sibling. That you are not her parent. Let you not that. So don't take more responsibility than you need. But it is okay to do that if you want to. Because I've had to take that type of responsibility a few times.
For me, it's like my parents, when I went into college, my parents didn't want me to have any loans either. And
Is this post about you?
No, it's just that like, so my mom always grew up poor and so did my dad. And they've always been paying off like student loans and stuff. And mom never had like, I don't think mom had the most amount of loans that a person has ever had. But when she was helped by her family to pay for her college, my mom told me that like very recently we've been able to, like, my dad got a raise. So like, we're able to pay for my college now, but other stuff though is getting more expensive with college. So there's like this line where like, okay, there was this club very recently where this club was having like this study abroad program that I wanted to join. And at first, it was a little expensive, but we thought we could do it. But this past week, my parents told me, you know what, actually, we can't do that. We can't afford that trip. We can't afford flying you all the way to Asia. We can't do that. And
did you ask them what they were spending their money on instead of your study abroad program? Because you fucking should have. If this Reddit post has taught me anything.
Yeah, he sounded like his parents would have whooped his ass. They would have came down there and whooped your ass, right, Noah?
Yeah, it was just like, yeah, that's like the whole thing. Like you can't really. It's like that thing where like this girl like probably feels like she has like no like real opportunities and stuff, but she's like not meeting halfway. Like Raysean saying, she's not putting in the work to actually get those other eating out monies, like to get that other money and stuff.
Like, bitch, you can't go waitress twice a week. What's your problem?
I'm like, you can do anything, man. Oh,
you're like a 21, 22, somewhere in that range year old girl. How old is this girl?
Yeah.
I mean, like, be honest, why is you paying to go?
At 19, that's like primetime waitressing years. I realize that waitressing is also a racket, given all the fucking labor that restaurants typically don't have to pay for because they rely on the kindness of strangers. But if you're a 19-year-old girl in college, if you just got like a nice smile and you're friendly to people, you could make some tips.
Yeah, true, to be honest, I don't even see what you need money to be going out to eat for anyway. The food should be free if you look good enough.
The food is free also if you have the meal plan at the dorms. But she's too cool for that. She needs to go out with her friends on the town and stuff.
Which I'm so like against her for like being like that. Like my true friends out there know that. Like, hey, I just want to meet at the dining hall tonight. And they're like, hell yeah, me too, bud. Like, we're not going all the way to fucking Benihana's or some shit.
Benihana's, though. I don't think this lady's an asshole. None of us do. Obviously, your sister's kind of an entitled bitch. Hopefully, she works that out. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Let us know down below. How entitled do you think that this 19-year-old college girl is? Because we think it's a lot. Please like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe. We're trying to hit the next subscriber goal. We don't know what that is. Raysean keeps just saying 1 million, so we'll keep going. We hit 100 recently, so let's just keep working from there. Appreciate you guys.
Let's shoot for 100,000.
100,000 by the end of the year. Let's check back tomorrow. We're going to be talking about a dude who recently lost his job, feeling some real feelings of guilt in regards to playing video games. And I got thoughts because I've lost some jobs being a contract worker over the years. So it'll be fun. Check it out tomorrow, and advice.
Don't be a butt cheek.